How's it going, TapX community? My name's Aaron, and today you guys are watching 165 kills non-lethal by It's Mr. West here at the TapX community. So, as you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, there is a webcam there, and the reason for that is because he is streaming. So not only is this 165 kills non-lethal, it is a live 165 kills non-lethal. This guy is a beast. He's not even a pub stomper. Just happened upon this gameplay. Really cool, using the M8A7. And in today's video, I want to talk about something important that most people overlook when gaming. That happens to be your gaming monitor or TV, whatever you use. And hopefully by the end of this video, I can educate you in a way when the next time you make a purchase of a gaming monitor, you will have all the facts down, you'll be able to get the best one that you can get, and you'll understand exactly what you are buying. So, first off, when considering a gaming monitor, most people look at size, or I guess a TV, a gaming output in general, is the size. And to personal preference and a lot of other people's preference, I would just say an average is anywhere between 22 inches and 27 inches, where 24 inches is right there in the sweet spot. That's about the monitor size you want to be gaming on, because you're not having to move your head as much. You can see the mini map, your kill feed, everything else, and people coming in on the left hand, right hand side of the screens. And especially with these new games, you don't have to look around as much as people are flying in over walls, coming out, sliding underneath you. You kind of just see everything, and that's the reason why you like to keep it tight, around 22, 27 inches, 24 being right there in the middle, and being mainly the most common gaming monitor size. So that's one thing you want to be looking for, is size. Next up is the G to G response time, whatever you want to call it. It is gray to gray. It's the amount of time a pixel takes to turn from the color gray back to the color gray. And the slower or the lower that number is, the better. So a 1 millisecond response time is the best. And in some cases, there are monitors that are sub 1 millisecond. So you're looking at a couple of decimal places in the milliseconds. So that's really crazy. You want to be looking for something anywhere between 1 to maybe pushing it 5. And that right there is the sweet spot. I would say 1 or 2 is your best bet. And that's what most gaming monitors are going to be. So that's a very important number to keep up with. Probably the most important, I guess you would say. And keeping that number at that sweet spot means that your screen can refresh fast enough to be able to keep up with changing stuff. So as people are jumping into the screen, you don't really have an input delay. There's no lag there. You're able to see that person, and whenever you move over, your entire screen isn't blurry as you're trying to look to your left or the right. That way, whenever you have your sensitivity cranked all the way up, you're not missing a beat. Next up is the hertz of the panel, and the panel being the screen. So hertz is very important. The higher the number, the better. It's different from G to G or refresh rate. So an average gaming monitor, especially for console gaming, is going to be right around 60 hertz. That's going to be able to let you play at 60 frames per second. But the higher up in gaming monitors you go, you'll start noticing like 120 or 240, and there's really nothing past 240. But as a good number, whether you're going to be doing console gaming or PC gaming, and especially if you're going to put this much of an investment into a monitor, I would say 120 is right at the sweet spot again, right there in the middle. I think that's really the best one. That's going to get you the best of both worlds on PC and console, and you won't have to upgrade too far into the future. It's something you can keep with you. So right now, as we're going, we got a 1 millisecond response time, 1 or 2. We got about a 24-inch screen, and we have a 120 hertz monitor, or a panel. Next up is the type of panel. We're going to be looking at TN and IPS displays. IPS is by far the most beautiful, great viewing angles, but not so much of a gaming monitor. Whenever you see the word IPS, you kind of want to back away if you're looking forward to this. You're looking forward to be a gaming monitor, because usually with IPS, you have a lower refresh rate or a lower G to G. So you'll be looking at, or a higher, I guess you would say, you're looking at a 7 to a 10 maybe on an IPS display. Also, the hertz that the monitor can refresh at or use is usually below 60, which is not that good, or it's right there at the 60 mark, which is kind of okay, but still you're sacrificing your refresh rate or the G to G. So it's kind of a trade-off there. But TN panels are your best bet. No, they have the worst viewing angles. People are not going to be crowded around you, but at 24 inches, you don't need anyone to be crowding around you. You're going to be right there in front of the display so you can see everything. So having that is a good thing. So a TN panel is pretty good. I use a TN panel, and from all these specs below, it's kind of what I'm using right now. And I would say, as a general overview, most people that game use these numbers too. I mean, there's tons of other numbers we could be talking about, like DPI, dots per inch. The higher that number is, like if you've got 200 or so dots per inch, you're getting into a better resolution, so above 1080p. But most of the time, especially with console gaming, you want a 1920 by 1080 display. That'll be fine. Anything higher is going to have to scale, and it's really going to be like 1080p, but it's going to have a little bit smoother edges. Some stuff like that does not matter. Other things to look out for: low blue light. If a monitor says that it has low blue light, that's going to help you in your eye department. Your eyes, they'll thank you for that. Really, your eyes will thank you. So with all this information said, I guess the most accurate price for this is anywhere in the $200 to $500 range. So if you're going out, you're going to get yourself a monitor. Yes, you're going to spend some money there. I know I left some stuff out, like HDMI out, but you're going to be spending some money there, and it's just an investment if you want to take your game up to the next level, to play like the pros. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Great gameplay, Mr. West. My name's Aaron. Peace.